the cast.
Yeah, not
Ooh.
Um,
They did not want me doing that.
grab his fire better in this world. So this
Oh,
used
well.
to be a level we had fire
That's
flower
fair.
and
It's their
forest
shit.
rats in. So you
I
lose
just
a little
wanted to
bit of
watch
this level.
and
Saved
commentate,
a little bit of time in the previous
and I
two
can't do
levels,
that.
and it's
So
allowing
it's
him
at
to skip
times.
an additional
Man, they
level
fucking
of
brought down
content
all of
with
those
sky
videos too.
rats.
Oh well.
So it's way
I
more.
can still play Mega Man, goddammit.
Texter, can you please tell Chet that I am not
And I can
trying to
listen to
be
them as well.
Skybro in any way? I didn't do it, I swear.
Skybills doesn't like the Skybro either.
Ugh.
Just throwing that out there.
They
Nobody likes
fucking
the Skybro.
eviscerated my channel, but that's
No,
okay.
I'm coming, no emote.
that one.
Um,
No, you
let's
don't.
do that.
Gotta know her. I like profile.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Sit down.
So, a little bit of trivia for the chat here. This is not actually considered a level. This is an extended pipe transition.
Oh,
So,
Yes, that is correct.
if you're able to skip this in, let's say, the 100% category, you could do that because it's a pipe transition. However, there's no way to do it,
they like
unfortunately.
fucked
Unless you're
up
playing
my
randomized.
shit.
Anyone who skips it, I'll give you $1,000. I don't care. If you find a skip for this, you call me
Absolutely.
right now.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
can tell me about it.
5-4 here looks very
Let me
scary,
turn
but
up
a lot of those jumps
that.
line up really well with either full jumps or small jumps. So, yeah.
Yeah, y'all can't see that. I'm still watching it, but they don't want me to let y'all watch it with me. That times.
So you miss an input there. This level, on the other hand, really tends to be what it just did there. Yep. So that
I would not have had an issue on Twitch. I fucking guarantee you that, but whatever.
he turned back for one frame too long, and that was about.
Ooh. This was school. Be like, ooh, you got called out.
So this is good.
He did a bad thing. Oh well. Shit. Knocking shit over. Oh well.
And the odds are in your favor. That's the messed up part about this.
Still watching it. I can still commentate, but I guess you gotta go watch it yourself.
Skip them. Now he can't come back. So
Title.
tell him to not cross these levels. And
Yeah, me
tell him
too.
to not let
Yeah, they didn't like me doing that. I got a strike on my channel.
I beat this level.
So I'm still watching it. They just really don't want me to do that, but that's okay. It's their shit. They like struck all of my shit down too. Like somebody went on a goddamn rampage, took all that shit down. It's like, oh, okay. I thought reactions were okay, but apparently they're not. So it's whatever. Still, like I said, I'm still watching. I'm still gonna commentate on it. Just can't show it, so that's okay. Copyright is so fucking stupid. By the way, if you want to upload all my shit wholesale, go for it. I'm a fan of free stuff. I don't give a shit. Actually, I'm not quite sure how they're still letting me stream right now. I don't think they should be doing that, YouTube, but I don't know, maybe... Oh, that was a community guideline thing that I got, so I don't know. I'm a YouTube bad boy, apparently. Damn it. I wonder if they're still gonna let me upload shit, or if I gotta wait like I did the other time. I should. Wow. Anyway, I'm still gonna talk about it. You should go to GDQ, I guess, and watch it there if you do want to watch it. Or you can watch me fail at Mega Man. That's always an option. they're right. Oh, okay. Oh wow, I'm doing awful. So he's on Ice World right now. That's Flower Power. Finally, shit.
Honestly, if you can escape this world
Mm.
without getting this star, this is pretty good. This is pretty good run. So, yeah. So it's setting up nicely so far. Now, you don't want to
Oh damn.
chicken before the hatch, right?
What a weird level.
This is the world where probably the most ridiculous movements happen.
And they are fucking draconian with that shit.
Use that star in order to get an instant kill on this movement. You're gonna get the upside down forward. We're on the same wavelength there.
Alright, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be here. Yeah, definitely eat. I'm kind of hungry too, actually. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Not watching any of their shit, that's for sure. Oh, get the fuck out of here. YouTube is like fucking blowing shit like lately. It's awful. It's never like this. Several years ago when I was on. At least not to this extent. Like it's one thing to like upload shit wholesale, but I don't know. Shit. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So in March, the strikes get removed. Goddamn, I probably should go back to Twitch for the time being. I'm still upload shit here, of course, but. It's interesting. Oh fuck. Yep. Huh.
This stage, you basically just don't want to slow down, and those carpets don't really get in your way. Yeah, sorry. What's that? No.
They're called stretch.
Oh, boo carpet's way better.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna beat him.
Subpixel. Well, you guys.
Okay, he is 33 minutes into the run. Oh, shit. I thought I could get by there. He's on World 6 airship.
That's not Mario's actual position. There is a position of Mario that's within that we can't see. It's almost like if you took a microscope at the game and you zoomed in, and you could see his position further. That's what the subpixel is. So Mario 3 is 60. Remember than 0. His hand is the farthest
Damn. God. It's gonna take a little while, I bet. Yep. Alright, he's done with Iggy. Yeah.
Who says,
Ooh. Alright, so he's on World 7 now. All kinds of crazy shit. Okay. I don't know, am I allowed to play video games? Streaming video games? Are they gonna shit on me for that too? Who knows? One more. Got her.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
So, remember that thing I was talking about where you do these weird P-speed builds in
Sluggish
this game?
Edge Man.
That P-speed that he did in
Nice.
this level just barely works. And you're wondering, well, why didn't he just fire snipe the plant? He had Fire Flower. You actually need to take damage on that plant to continue to... And then he used those small bombs.
Right. Seal is like so, I don't know. Timid. Timid would be the word. What's that? Normal head. I make my own GDQ with hookers and blackjack. That's not what I want. I don't know where to find these things. Right, that they're actually still like just letting me stream. That's pretty funny. They fucked my shit up. They're letting me stream, okay. That's funny though. Yeah, we may have to make the migration back over to Twitch. Not to abandon this channel, of course, but Twitch, at least in my experience, is a lot less strict about this kind of shit. Because I'm a nobody over there. I'm nobody here though, but fuck me, right? level this son of a bitch up. Evolve elf. Oh, you need a lot to do that. Okay. Talk to elf. Use magnet enemy and frog enemy part for a new chip. Use magnet enemy and frog enemy part for a new chip. Ah, okay. Cool. Evolve elf. No. Oh, let's see. I see what this is. Magnet enemy and frog enemy for a new chip. Quite sure. Steel weapons. Okay, I don't want that. I just want the regular, like, gun. So what did they say? They said something when your level goes above your total level in Mega Man 0. Elk level. Mega Man 04 on the last game in this. I like this thing much better than the other games. The last game was okay, but I really like this progression system here. Oh, I did not know this. What you name it influences its benefits. Roar. This increases the drop rate of life energy capsules for nurse abilities level 1 and level 6. I did not know that. Okay. If elf total exceeds elf capacity during a mission, the difference is deducted from that mission's score, somewhat like fusion elves in previous games. Oh, okay. I see. Interesting. Okay, and what did they say? I need a magnet and frog. What did the elf say? All talking has made me hungry. I want to help you anyway I can. Use magnet enemy and frog enemy parts for a new chip. Okay, that's interesting. We were watching AGDQ, but they did not like that. So... magnet enemy and frog enemy. I don't know what those are, though. And I'm like dusty right now. Yes, I saved her. Why is she like that craft guy? Or robot? I don't even know. Is he a robot? I don't fucking know. If he is, that makes things a lot weirder. I put save for watch later. Fuck that. I ain't watching any of their shit. At least not online. Not here anyway. Maybe Twitch. Is there nothing up here? Oh, whoa, whoa! I was not aware that was an option here. Wow. Am I just like going to fucking destroy their entire water supply? Is this a water tank? No. That's funny. Are they gonna be pissed off at me now? I bet they will. Fine. Okay. I knew you weren't a bad guy after all. I kind of fucked up your water supply then. So. Oops. Might not be great. Yeah, that's my bad. Oops. Oh, he got a hand. That's interesting. I'm the Reploid. He's like begrudgingly doing that. I don't really know what that is for. Like, these people have a fucking like vendetta. I've done nothing but save you. I mean, I did kill their leader. That's sure. I mean, I get that, right? I don't know what they're gonna do about their water. That's an issue. I guess we need to just go to the next level. Interesting. He got 2 hands, by the way, and you can shit on me, AGDQ, but I can still fucking talk about what they're doing. So fuck off with that. Okay. Let's save and then go. I know you're watching. Ain't nothing wrong with me talking about it though. Fucking thieve all you want. Okay, what are we doing now? Over here, particle beam, heat, ginblem, heat ginblem. I have don't know. So start. Okay, it fires everything. It appears to be solar powered. Soon it will be firing. Cut the power supply. No, we can change the weather. Since weather is overcast, the beam is not charging at 100% capacity. This may be your chance to strike. This has some like legit replay value to it. It's full. I want Seal to like fucking go ape shit. It's way too dangerous. Oh, wow. Oh, is that infinite? That is infinite. Okay. Cool. I will take it. It's always something though, right? I will make my own music too. Fuck them. I'll recreate others' music and change it slightly. Called a remix. I believe that's good. Oh shit. Oh no, no, it's that fucking bird thing again. Really? How do you... Okay, I'm dead. Oh, that is a tornado fucking me in there. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is the way I win. I'm so fucking dumb. Okay. Hit. Alright. And he's on the final boss, 5245. He's running around. Bowser's about to come out. Oh, he mashed on Bowser. Okay, let's see what... Oh, that was fun. But I got 2 strikes for it, but okay. Was going the right way. Okay. Getting actually quite a few drops here. I had to go to the left. That's stupid. How, like, I don't know. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Okay. Yep.
Together stomp out cancer for good. Finale.
You guys have 5 or 6 more minutes of Mario.
How do you dodge that? There's like no fucking way to dodge that. Unless it's just literally just staying behind it. Dumb. Okay. There you go. That's about right.
It is.
Ooh. Maybe we don't do that. Shit. Stop that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't. Okay. And I jumped into it and died. Fair enough. Fantastic. Oh wait, I have a thing here. I don't think I want that. Fire 4 bullets in a row from the Buster. Do I really want that? Press up and triple attack for rising slash. I think I do want that. That one anyway. Oh, fuck, go away. Fuck! Oh my gosh. Not. Okay. Oh, so they're doing the any percent now. He's gonna beat it in like 5 seconds. I still don't know how to get rid. Like, how do you dodge that? Impossible. Got him. Hell yeah. Ooh, that's probably not great. Yeah, save point. Yep, that happens.
Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Save the princess.
Shit. What is that? Oh, that's just like gun bots or something. I do have the down. Yeah, I do have that. Okay. Weird. Odd. Huh? Certanium? The element of being certain? Fuck, 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 fuck. Ooh, I nearly got it. I'll take it. Oh, I think I know why I can kill Stram, because they got my other videos too. I fucking guarantee you that's why. Okay. Something to look forward to, getting the strikes off my channel. Woo! How fun. Ragnarok will wake the humans from their stupidity. It's the grand plan of our group under Commander Kraft. I am the one of the Einherjar warriors, Heat Ginblem.
We'll stay here together and now go into the finale with Mike.
Oh shit. Okay, we got this like flat ride looking dude here. Right. Fantastic. Okay. This guy kind of fucking blows. Not like... Oh, and then I die. I got too cocky. Okay, well they're done with that. So I have no reason to watch them anymore. Cool. Trying to raise awareness for cancer and getting strikes on my channel. How fun. Oh, fuck that. I'm not doing any of their shit. Ooh, what does Charlie have to say? Charlie won't copyright me, right? Title. Dude, nonsense. There we go. second. All right, let's hear about Velma.
I went where no one should go. I watched the first 2 episodes of Velma. I'm not a hero. I'm just doing what any man would do in my position to protect the people he cares about. You. What I've just done today, this brave stunt, is basically diving on a live grenade in order to shield you from the unbearable, insufferable cringe of this show. Don't be deceived by this propaganda that's floating all around Twitter, where they're wiggling their finger or twirling their shirts over their head celebrating that Velma had the biggest premiere day for an HBO Max original animated series. Don't be fooled here. Don't let the devil pull the wool over your eyes here. This is a little Jedi mind trick here. The reason this had the biggest premiere for an animated show on HBO Max is because it's the only animated show left on HBO Max. They canceled every other cartoon they've ever fucking had, pretty much. It's been a huge controversy over the last, like, 6 months. They don't have animated shows left. Thus, this is the only one, so of course it's going to be the biggest premiere. This accolade is completely meaningless. It's like me proudly proclaiming that I have the largest wiener in this house right now, because I'm the only fucking person in this house. Like, there's no competition. It doesn't hold any weight. Just because Velma had the biggest premiere for an animated show means absolutely nothing when there is no other animated shows on HBO Max that it competes with. So, I don't think the show's popular for what it's worth, but I don't think I'm alone in being a hate watcher of it. I watched it knowing full well I probably wasn't going to like it. I was super open to being pleasantly surprised, but that didn't happen. In fact, the first 2 episodes are worse than I expected from watching the trailer. I was very generous and gave the smallest chance that perhaps the trailer only highlighted the show's stinkiest moments, but I was very, very wrong. The show is stinkier than 3 garbage trucks having sex in a sulfur factory. It is fucking terrible. And I'd like to go over some of it right now. So I've watched the first 2 episodes. I of course can't show any clips from it for obvious reasons, so I'm just gonna have to paint a picture of the things that I witnessed, the atrocities, the fucking torture.
We'll have to do
Obviously,
that,
this is all my opinion, but I do think you can make an argument that it's factual because everyone seems to hate this show, even critics. So I think this is just one of those, like, unifying moments where everyone comes together to hate something equally because the show is just that awful. Now, I will say, I do think a lot of this was actually written by ChatGPT. A lot of these jokes feel AI generated, and one thing that stayed consistent from episode 1 and episode 2 is they used the same joke formula at least 50 fucking times, and I'm not exaggerating. When they didn't know what kind of joke to make or how to inject humor into a situation when they were going over their quota for bad jokes to fucking ham-fist in here, they'd always fall back on the tried and true getting meta with its comedy. So they'll say things like, oh, this is that part in rom-com shows where we're supposed to kiss, but this isn't a rom-com show, so we shouldn't kiss. But if it was rom-com, we'd like totally kiss right now. Or in the very first episode, they pulled like a full-blown Big Mouth here, where they just have like
I've never seen Big Mouth.
High school like 15-year-olds or whatever, just all over the place in the showers, and they're talking about like, don't you ever find it weird how in like rom-com shows they really put a lot of gratuitous nudity and sexual references in their first episode, but then it kind of dwindles off and it's not indicative of the rest of the show? That's so weird, right? As their like asses are all over the place, it's supposed to be like really meta, like haha, oh, they're in on the joke, haha, yeah, shows do that. So fucking tiresome and gets really, really grating. It's not just like a bad joke, but it's a joke that's so bad and used so many times that it just begins to get like frustrating to hear. Which is kind of like an irrational response to hearing a bad joke, and I get that. But like after the 50th fucking time of me hearing them set up that same thing of like, oh, well, this is actually just like in that movie where I'm supposed to solve this mystery, but that movie had a weird ending, so I'm hoping that here that won't happen because I mean it's not a movie. I will never watch this show. It's just I can't stand it. That. And they do it so often. Now, setting aside just like that series of bad jokes, every joke in here isn't good. And it's not even close. I don't even think they tried to make good humor here. I don't really know what they tried to accomplish, but it's all over the place. So first of all, they made Velma the most today for the first time in a long time. She's like a genuine douchebag, like a huge asshole. She judges everyone. She's rude to everyone. She insults everyone. She's mean to literally everyone. Norville, who's supposed to be the equivalent of Shaggy in here, like, just confesses to Velma like he has feelings for her, and she laughs in his face, calling him like a fucking comedian loser because she'd never actually have any feelings for him. He's such an unlovable, unlikable loser. It's so humorous that he'd even pretend that he has a chance with her. So she just keeps laughing in his face about how it was such like a side-splitting, gut-busting joke that he has feelings for her because she just looks
I
at him
haven't
like
had
a brother and
Applejackson.
nothing else. So
God,
it's
so
so
long.
laughable that he'd actually feel that way. It's hard to like her in any capacity.
Dang,
She
I need
is
to
like
get
the actual
those.
embodiment of just
I haven't had
the
Fruit Loops
worst
in forever,
character.
though.
I don't know what they were
I
thinking.
normally get, like,
I don't know
Fruity
if they're gonna like
Pebbles.
try and evolve
like,
her to
terrible
be
for
more
you, but
likable
it's
as the show
amazing.
goes on. It kind of like hints that that's the direction they're going. But that's still a stupid direction to take it. You
Evolve.
took the Scooby-Doo IP and borrowed the characters' names, and you didn't even bring Scooby with you, which I actually think is for the best now. After watching the first 2 episodes, I'm glad they took Scooby behind the barn and put him down because he did not deserve
Me
this. This is
too.
a fate worse than death.
Me
so
too.
I'm happy he's not here to be absolutely fucking ruined here. But they took the character names. They have Velma here.
I like,
and they've made her fucking insufferable.
I'll never watch that show. I like, my favorite, what would my favorite cereal be? I really do like the Reese's Puffs. I really like that. I mean, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, pretty fucking good too. I've tried, I've gone out on a limb because Cinnamon Toast Crunch has put out a lot of cereals lately that are like trying to be like that. They have like Cinnamon Toast Crunch churros. And then they were Cinnamon Toast Crunch, damn, something else. Shit, I forgot what it is. Nothing beats the original. In no way, in no like universe would I be like, oh, I want Cinnamon Toast Crunch churros over regular Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Just wouldn't happen. Fallout cereal, what the hell? I didn't even know there was such a thing. Like a video game branded cereal, like Fallout, like. Or are you talking about something else? Like cereal that you would eat like during a nuclear fallout in real life?
Why? It's not a fun character arc to follow this person become less insufferable as she learns to stop being a judgmental piece of shit. But the crazy thing is, I wouldn't even care about the direction they took Velma if they just made her entertaining. Like if she could just make me laugh. But she couldn't. I started sweating from how much I wasn't laughing. Like my body knew this was supposed to be a comedy going into it, but there wasn't any ha-has. Everything out of Velma's mouth is just rude. And almost everything she says is
my
about
chat
a
was
person's
cut off.
skin
Damn.
color or like their occupation
Okay, it's
or
fine now.
what they're
That
going
was weird.
through, like hardships, and shitting on them for it. She is just unlikable. Like a
Really?
character you can never root for in
GameStop
any capacity.
cereal.
It really feels like half the ideas
Interesting.
they had for this show are just like the worst ideas you and your friends would have had 15 years ago. Like, what if Velma was dealing drugs? And then it's in the show. Yeah, there's like a whole big arc of her dealing drugs poorly. And then at the end of the second episode, her and Daphne start making out, even though they've just been shitting on
What?
each other the entire show so far. But then they start making out,
Velma and
So, that's
Daphne
pretty
make
hype.
out?
I guess.
Pretty hype.
The whole thing with this show is I really feel like all of it was so lazily thrown together. There's clearly not a whole lot of passion behind it, and it really feels like there's a deep-seated hatred of the Scooby-Doo IP in general here with what they're doing to this thing. It's just bad. But if you are a tiny dick joke enthusiast, man, do I have some good news for you. You're going to get a lot of bang out of your buck from this show, a lot of mileage from that, because there are so many jokes about Fred having a tiny penis, and every time it makes you just slap your knee with a big old smile on your face.
I kind of want to watch
I'm
this
also
now,
being a
not
bit
just for
fast
the
and loose with
cringe.
the definition of a joke here, because they don't actually make jokes about Fred's small cock. They just say that he has a small cock often. There's not like a joke attached to it. They're just like, oh
Really?
yeah, and then Fred has a small wiener.
That sounds
And that's
weird.
it. Like there's nothing more to it. Becomes like a plot point. Like Fred has a small wiener, so he might have killed one of
That's
the girls
weird.
because she might have
GameStop
seen his small
exclusive
penis.
cereal? That's just odd to
And
me.
that's the joke.
Like,
After having watched
food?
the available episodes,
know.
I
It's
once
weird.
again have to wonder, who is this for? I just can't imagine any audience that would sit
I would try it,
down
though,
and actually
for
have
sure.
a hoot and a
Like
holler
a million
watching this
%.
show. It doesn't accomplish anything.
What is
It doesn't
that?
make you laugh. It isn't enjoyable. Doesn't have a good story. Doesn't have good writing or characters. There's no characters that you can
What's
even
it taste
possibly
like?
in
Like,
the show.
like
It's all
similar
just
to
so
anything
flat,
at all.
boring, and if it's not just boring, it's just infuriating to watch. Because
Now
it
I'm
just
like
keeps
intrigued
repeating
about it.
the same
I want to try it.
fucking shit over and over again throughout 2 episodes. Like, I don't understand how they thought that was a good idea. Even if you go into this a huge fan of that style of writing where it's like, well, this is the part in rom-coms where this happens.
My favorite
Oh, this
cereal.
reminds me of that.
My favorite cereal of all time. They don't make it anymore. The last time I had it was in college, which was sometime between 2006 and 2009. It was called Choconilla Rice Krispies, and it was basically chocolate Rice Krispies with vanilla Rice Krispies mixed together. So good. But they took it away because, of course they did. You like something and you really want more of it, and then they take it away from you. It's the harsh lesson of life.
Rom-com where that happened. Even if you love that style of
When
writing,
did
they do
Dreams
it
come
so
out?
much in here that by the end
I
of it, I
forgot.
have to imagine you're going to hate
So
it.
what, like
It's just
20?
not good at all. So
20?
early moist meter is looking like a 10% here, but we'll see how the rest of the series goes. That's about it. See ya.
I really wish I had my PlayStation here because I would totally play Dreams. That was all like really cool. Ooh, I kind of want to listen to Matt. Oh, he actually did a film theory. A new one on the Backrooms. I don't know if you're familiar with the Backrooms, but I want to watch this. Kane Pixel's Backrooms. There's like a lot of different backroom stuff. Did I ever do reactions to those? Surely I did in October. Did I? I know I was going to. Shit. I don't know if I did that or not. Oh well.
The lore! I have to show you the lore! Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film
That's
Theory,
loud,
the show that
sorry.
knows that going on to YouTube can be like no clipping into the back rooms.
There we go.
You're minding your own business when suddenly it's days later
That
and you
is
have no idea
very
how
much
you watched
loud.
so many padlock reviews.
A very, very
Waffle
beefy
crisps.
and very robust lock.
Oh, would you look at the shackle on that baby?
I've never heard of that.
Lock-picking lawyer, by the way, for teaching me way more about locks than I thought a human brain could consume. Anyway, today we're returning to the mono yellow walls and ceaseless hum-buzzing fluorescence
That
of
sounds
the
good.
Backrooms. In case you need to catch up, the Backrooms is an analog horror series here on YouTube.
I like French Toast Crunch, but again,
uploaded in January of
well,
2022 absolutely
I might pick that
exploded in
over
popularity,
Cinnamon
getting over
Toast Crunch.
43 million
To be fair.
views and becoming the 7th most watched video on YouTube of the entire year. All thanks to its unique atmosphere, clever scares, and fantastic
I
production.
think tonight
quality. It
after
was also
stream,
built
I am
for theorists
definitely
and
going to
gods,
just
filled to the brim
sit
with
down and
awesome
record
ideas
my
and
top
hidden
10
lore for us to decode.
games
In
of
fact, towards the end of the
2022. I
video,
still
I
haven't
even
done it
gave
yet, and I
Kane
need to.
Pixels the streaming
It's getting
award to
way
honor
too
him
late.
for all his incredible work.
This is a box that was delivered to my house.
So, Kane Pixels, here.
Spoiler alert, it's gonna be completely different than every other list
went to the back
anyone's seen.
And I got you this.
I'm just so honored to be accepting this. So I guess really the only thing I can say right now is thank you.
But now here we are, 1 year later from
That
that
guy
initial upload. Now with a story that spans 4
is
decades of
17,
time
and he
15
has
videos,
way much
plus
more
a
talent
few
than I do.
secret videos mixed in. The community has come up with a ton of ideas to explain this thing. Everything from alternative realities colliding to the backrooms being an incarnation of the ancient Egyptian afterlife. Our running theory here is that the world that we see in the backrooms is some sort of simulation, like a giant video game or the Matrix. What we know of as the real world is the topmost layer of that simulation. But below the surface, there's an infinite procedurally generated world.
I don't
of
know what I
unused
think of
cut
the
content,
back rooms,
stuff that either
like
didn't
what
fit
it's
or
supposed
just
to be or
wasn't good
not.
enough to make the cut for the real world. And while I still believe that to be the case, today I wanted to take a step back
Oh, dang.
and reset. Backrooms is a tricky series to talk about. Nothing is presented in chronological order, and things tend to jump back and forth in time. With
But
some
French
earlier
Toast
videos
Crunch is
referencing
really
events
good.
from later
I
videos
really like
haven't
that.
technically happened yet. Heck, the very first video that Kane ever uploaded is currently one of the last ones in the timeline. So today, I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to sit down and make a definitive timeline of exactly what's happened and when, so we can get ourselves a clear overview of everything that's going on in this giant mystery that Kane
Oh, I can
crafted.
still use
And in
my
doing this, and
my
seeing what fits where,
hand
and more
doing that.
importantly, what
Cool.
doesn't fit where, we'll be able to learn a lot more about this story. Spoiler alert, friends, there appears to be a massive time loop we're dealing with, and we might just be witnessing the collapse of an entire universe. Jump into those hazmat suits and hold on to the red guideline, friends. We're going in. The very first event that we see in the series actually comes from the most recent upload as I'm writing this script, Overflow. This video takes place on August 7th, 1972, as we can see thanks to the signature of a man named Ivan Beck. Over the course of this 2-minute video, we also hear a radio broadcast about the Lend-Lease Agreement, which happened between the United States and USSR in, you guessed it, 1972. We watch as an electrical or radio station is overtaken by a green glow that shakes everything violently before suddenly cutting to black. Remember that green light? It's going to be important for us later.
The green light is
Ends with
very
the night
important.
sky now mirror reflected. Something in this universe has fundamentally changed. From there, we fast forward by about a decade to the early 1980s, when a Central California-based company called Async
What other
begins
serials
researching
are there that are good?
electromagnetism. On May 10th, 1982, we see one such test of a strange electromagnetic device in the video Prototype. Over the
Lucky
next several
Charms,
years, Async
pretty
would
good.
refine this prototype into Project KV-31.
I can
otherwise
get down
known
with
as the
Lucky
Low
Charms.
Proximity Magnetic Distortion System. On July 2nd, 1988, Async performs a failed third test of the system, but it's their sixth test that really matters. On October 17th, 1989 at 5:04 p.m. Pacific, they power up the system one more time and successfully open a portal to the back room.
And oops,
They
all
made
berries?
First contact. However, this move has dire consequences.
That's good too.
5:04
It's
p.m.
like
was
the worst
exact time of
cereal
a
for you,
real-world
but it's
magnitude
amazing.
6.9 earthquake that hit California, killing
Oh.
63 and injuring thousands.
I love s'mores cereal. There's been a few out there. My favorite, they don't make it anymore. Again, because I like it, of course they wouldn't make it. It's Crave. Do you know Crave? It's like the chocolate cereal, but it kind of has like a soft shell. I don't know. Anyway, they did a s'more cereal like right when it first came out. It's very good. And then they took it away. But they also have like just a regular chocolate, which is like little chocolate things wrapped in, I don't know, some kind of shell. And then they have like double chocolate, which is like a chocolate shell type of thing wrapped in chocolate. Those are fine. I'm not the biggest chocolate guy, but the s'mores one, that shit was really good. Loved it.
More. All of this is confirmed in archival footage found in the secret video collateral.mov. And that's not the worst of it. From that point forward, the world is just glitched. Small, unseen portals into and out of the back room start popping up everywhere. People begin no-clipping through reality, never to be seen again. Starting in
Crave, it's
October
good
of
if you like
1989,
chocolate.
The number of missing persons reports skyrockets. This is confirmed in the video titled
My,
Missing Person.
My favorite, I like what is it? Shit, which one do I? Is it Cocoa Pebbles? There's what? There's Cocoa Puffs and Cocoa Pebbles. I think I like Cocoa Pebbles because it turns the milk like into chocolate milk, because I'm a giant man-child and I like that.
Obvious video title is obvious. We soon learn that some of these portals are even big enough for entire cars to slip through, like we see in a
What
secret
is
undated
that?
video that must come from around the same period. Meanwhile, back in the
That's
lab,
weird.
Async begins to send in research teams. On February 3rd of 1990, they begin their first mission. Inside the back rooms, this team of scientists discover the body of Nicholas Bolton, one of the people called out as having gone missing. Fun fact, the picture used for Bolton here is actually the senior photograph of Nathan Barnett, whom you might
Oh, I
recognize
love
as
Oreo
Dad
cereal.
from one of my other
Love it.
favorite creepy YouTube series
I
that
love
we've covered here on
Oreo
the
stuff
channel several
anyway,
times.
like
Go
cookies
figure,
and
it's almost
cream.
like subscribing to this channel is a great way to learn about all the coolest series that you should be watching right now. Just a random thought that popped into my head, but you know, the subscribe button is down below this video in case you want to use it. Interestingly,
Matt
Nicholas's
Pat.
body is covered in what appears to be some sort of black moldy growth.
I respect the fuck out of Matt Pat, but sometimes his shit really annoys me. and it's a me thing, he's not doing anything wrong. But damn, I respect him for doing his research on this. Because I found him long time ago with game theory. And I like his film theory stuff a lot better, personally. The marshmallow Pop-Tarts, when you cook them, were legend. Shit, I have Pop-Tarts right now. They're brown cinnamon and brown sugar Pop-Tarts. I got a big ass box of them. I should probably try and start eating them. They taste, you know, like whenever you warm it up or whatever, they taste like a cinnamon toast crunch Pop-Tart. They're so good.
2 days later, on February 5th, in the video autopsy report, the medical report on Bolton's body shows that it
I've never had a
contains
marshmallow
mutant strain
Pop-Tart,
of
though.
Bacillus bacteria, which is slowing decay of some parts of the body while completely overtaking others. The coroner questions Async about where they found this thing.
Mr. Beck, may I ask,
What is this? Some kind of like Sub-Zero robot?
Which Async must not have liked. During this video, a bunch of images flash across a CRT television, including one that
Uh-oh,
states
can I do a one-shot
contract
on?
termination. Originally, I thought that this was a contract termination between Async and the US government, but I actually found a wider, clearer version of this exact image in a trailer that
Oh, am I
claimed
gonna
that
beat
Back in
him?
the Backrooms was just a school project. And the version of that document reads,
Come on, come on, come on.
"Employment Contract
No.
termination." So I'm
No,
guessing that
no.
the doctor started
Yes.
asking too many questions and was let go as a result. Next
Ooh,
up
that
on our
sounds
timeline
really
is
good,
February
actually.
29th, 1990, and the upload informational video.
I
Here
love
we see
s'more
Async
shit.
and another group
Love
of
it.
scientists. This is also the first appearance of
Making me
actual
hungry now.
named living characters. In the group, we have Marvin Lee and the camera operator Peter Tench. During
Oh,
their mission, Tench
not a
gets
drink.
distracted by voices coming from an unseen party in a nearby hallway. He separates from the group briefly to investigate, but almost
They Pop-Tarts used to have this like kind of, I mean, they were still Pop-Tarts, but they called it something like ice cream shop Pop-Tarts. Anyway, they had a like a strawberry sundae Pop-Tart, I think. No, strawberry milkshake Pop-Tart. God dang, those were good. It awful for you. Awful. Nobody should ever eat them. But oh my god, they were amazing tasting.
immediately he's met with a glitch that makes the rest
Amazing.
of the team
Yeah.
disappear.
Chocolate marshmallow. It's always good.
Without knowing it, Peter has jumped forward in time. We're gonna rejoin him in a minute. But back to the rest of the team. From Async's
I need to
perspective, Peter's
start
team
working
didn't
on my
disappear, Peter did.
astronomy
He
and
just
gaming
vanished into thin air.
series.
And so the rest presumably returned to headquarters to report his disappearance. We see the fallout of Peter going missing
Supreme
less than a week
Edgeman.
later, March 5th, 1990, in the video Motion Detected. Freaked out by an employee disappearing with no explanation, Async creates a new enclosed control room just on the other side of the backrooms portal. They also rig up motion sensing cameras near the entrance to
But
track
anyway.
everything that's coming and going throughout the space. And it's a good thing they did too, because that night at 3:53 a.m., they capture the image of a dark, blobby shape moving across the ceiling. We don't know it yet at this point in the timeline, but later we're gonna learn that this is likely a black, gooey monster made of a mutant strain of bacteria. The very same bacteria that infected Nicholas.
I want to know what the
We this
green
because
light
Creed has
is.
posted a picture of the
for
creature
all
on his
that.
Ko-Fi account labeled Bacteria. We are definitely gonna see more from that guy later in the timeline. A little over 2 months later, on May 6th, 1990, another group of explorers are sent into the backrooms in the video Pitfalls. This team consists of an unnamed woman, 2 men named Mark and George, and Marvin Lee, now manning the camera. The party comes across a strange room with several holes in the floor and a door across the gap. One of the men carefully
I
crosses
guess
the expanse, opens
we
the
keep
door,
going.
and discovers a greenish glow.
I
Instead of just
guess.
saying what he sees, he calls over to Marvin to record it.
Across?
But as Marvin tries to cross the room, he falls into one of the
A
holes
vault?
into a lower level of the back
not quite.
rooms. There, he discovers an underground neighborhood complete with trees and houses and streetlights. But things are just a little bit off here. Houses are built strangely.
Oh.
Signs are mirror reversed.
like an
Deep inside one of
inflamed
the houses, Marvin
taste
finds a
bud
room
on
where
my
someone's
tongue.
clearly been
It's
living,
really
but whoever was
annoying.
there, they're gone now. When he hears a voice that's crying out, he goes to investigate, only to be met with another bacteria monster. This one chasing Marvin back to the hole that he fell into.
That is not a person!
Thankfully, Marvin's team's able to pull him back to safety and he
That's so
escapes.
good.
The next video report takes place immediately
Guess we go
afterwards,
here.
with the
It's the
team
only
returning to
place
Async's
to go.
headquarters and sharing what Marvin found. This clearly concerns the Async staff, but because of the important upcoming presentation with the US government, they decide to just paper over the
What
issue
were
for the
they?
short term. A makeshift wall is constructed.
I need to find this Fallout cereal. You got me super curious. Let's look. Is it that Vault Boy by what? Funko Pop Funko? You said there were two. Is there another one? Sugar bombs. Fallout sugar bombs. Is it? This is Fallout. This is like legitimately Fallout New Vegas cereal. No? Well, here's another one. There are three then. I was looking down here. It's like officially licensed Fallout cereal. I guess it's like in the game. Nuka Girl? This must be what you're talking about. $25? No way. I want to know what flavor it is. That one looks kind of like strawberry or something. Huh. It's interesting. I ain't paying $25 for a box of cereal, but if I could find it somewhere for a couple of bucks, I'd do it.
Sealing off the pitfalls area for the time being as they further fortify their control room. 2 days later, on May 8th, 1990, we get the upload presentation, where Async hosts several government officials to pitch them A-Space, their vision for the backrooms, an infinite storage and living solution. And they're just pitching to any old US government officials. Notice the DOE watermark. These are representatives from the Department of Energy, including this guy right here who looks a lot like James Watkins, the real-world Secretary of Energy from this time period. During a video glitch back in Pitfalls, we see reverse text that reads, "to deceive the Fede," which likely extrapolates out to deceive the federal government. I'm betting that this is text of some sort of internal memo at Async, worrying about deceiving the DOE during these negotiations. Regardless of any concern, though, the presentation goes well. We see Async talking to the DOE about contracts afterwards, and one scientist confirms in a secret video that everything went according to plan.
Actually, that went perfectly. We've got all the initial signatures, and the contract should be executed by next week.
Except, there was something that didn't go quite
Oh
according to
yeah,
plan
I said
that
I
day.
was gonna
Remember
start
Peter Tench, the Async
Zelda at
researcher
some
who
point
glitched out
too.
and disappeared?
That'll
Well,
be
after
fun.
witnessing his squad disappearing into thin air, Peter tried his best to get back to Async's headquarters without any sort of guideline. And he finds all sorts of weird stuff on his little adventure, including a section of wall removed to reveal a secret area with forest print wallpaper, farm equipment, and the facade of a house. Eventually, Peter's able to make his way back to the backroom's exit, discovering the new control room that Async built after his disappearance. He's able to open it with his keycard, but it sets off a motion sensing alarm inside at the exact same time that Async is in contract negotiations with the DOE. We straight up see Peter.
Man, there was some guy that found my channel and struck all those
Just so we're all
videos.
clear about what's
God
exactly
damn.
happening here, this is over 2 months after Peter
I'm not even
disappeared.
like
When he
mad about
glitched,
it.
He
It's
actually
kind of
traveled forward in time.
sucks.
This really throws Async's leadership for a loop. In the hidden video recording 014, we hear a phone
can't
call
do it,
between
I
an
guess.
Async researcher and his supervisor Ivan Beck. Still on the same day, May 8th, 1990.
Wait, hold on.
It went ham on my channel though.
As this conversation continues,
Oh,
the
well.
image of a newspaper fades onto screen. When reversed, this headline clearly reads, "Fiery wreck beside Viney leaves one dead." Now, Viney is cut off and could refer to either a vineyard where they make wine or the town of Vineyard near Sacramento in Central California. Either way, we can gather from this headline and the tone of the conversation that Async believed Peter was dead, and that after he disappeared, they covered it up by staging a car accident so Peter's family wouldn't ask any questions.
Ooh,
And when
that does
Peter
look good.
realizes what's happened, that he's traveled into the future and that his family thinks that he's dead, probably doesn't react all that well to it. There was likely some conflict with Async's higher-ups, which resulted in Peter either escaping the facility back into the back rooms, or Async just launched him back into the back rooms because he was a security risk. One way or another, Peter winds up trapped back in the back rooms, which leads us to the next video, Reunion. It's a few weeks later, May 25th, 1990. After Marvin's encounter with the bacteria monster, Async uses a remote control rover to return to the Pitfalls room and confirm that it's safe. They send more explorers and scientists in, creating a safe walkway to the door on the other side. Of course, we still don't get to see what's behind that door. Async instead decides to send the cameraman Marvin along with Mark and another researcher to explore the area around the Pitfalls room. Now knowing that there's a dangerous creature that roams through these halls, Mark is armed with a shotgun to protect the group.
Wouldn't want to be on the other end of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's probably true.
The trio head into a new area with no ceiling
Most
lights
people
and floors
don't.
made from white concrete
I know that
instead of
feel.
carpets. It's here that they discover evidence that someone's been living in this area. Tiles have been knocked off of the ceiling, seemingly as a trail to follow, and a map has been etched into one of the walls. However, before the group can really speculate about what's going on, they're ambushed by someone
Everyone's
who
clamoring to watch Megaman Zero playthroughs.
It's our old friend Peter Tench once again. He's been living back here since his escape or banishment from Async. Peter laments that Async basically took his life from him, asking if they held a funeral for him, if his family thinks that he's dead. The group confirms that yes, they did hold a funeral. Everyone thinks he's dead. Async is clearly keeping the fact that Peter Tench is alive secret from basically everyone. Despite being held at gunpoint, Mark
finish
calls
this
for backup
level,
only for Peter
and I
to
might
shoot
call-
him and kill him
call the
as the video
stream.
ends. At this point, we hit a pretty significant time jump, with the next video being a secret archive video compiled over a year later in June of 1991. Nothing really noteworthy happens in it, I'm just including it for completionist's sake. If we want something really interesting though, we jump forward again to found footage number 2, taking place on August 19, 1995.
It's
That is
rough.
over 4 years after the archive video and over 5 since the events of Reunion. In found footage number 2, a girl in a suburban home discovers a small portal into the back rooms hidden in her garage.
God, it went into the...
After experimenting with it for a bit, she's pulled in.
Oh,
back rooms, she finds
I have like a
strange
floaty
giant
jump right
furniture,
now.
a locked door that she can't open, and perhaps most strangely, a car crashed into a wall. This is clearly
Come
the car that
on.
no-clipped in from the real world. Now, I originally thought that this was the car that no-clipped off the freeway that we saw in a Secret Numbers video, but
Is it
Kane
not?
confirms that it's actually a different vehicle. Given that
Oh,
Kane also confirmed that the Numbers car wasn't Margaret Watson's car
Never
that I
mind.
previously thought, that means that at least 3 cars have no-clipped into the back rooms. If I had a nickel for every time that happened, I mean, I'd have 3 nickels. It's not a lot, but it is weird that it's happened at least 3 times. Anyway, the girl follows a trail of blood from the driver of the car into an area of the back rooms that looks more residential, but she doesn't find a body.
Where do you,
Instead, she finds a
were they
room
on
overtaken
Twitch
by
or
black
on here?
eyes. These aren't just any old creepy
Curious.
plants, it's the bacteria monster.
I have to
who
go and
comes
like
to life
redo
and
all
starts
my
chasing the
Twitch
girl.
stuff.
She runs
It's
back
gonna
through
be
everything that she's
annoying.
explored thus far, jumping down into a lower level that resembles indoor swimming pools. Eventually, she winds up at a dead end, but before the monster can get her, the room is engulfed in a strange green light that causes the camera to black out. All of this leads us back to the very first video that Kane uploaded in the series, found footage number 1. In this video, recovered by Async on
My
September
Twitch
23rd,
still has all my
1996,
old
we see an
crap
indie
on it.
movie director named
Like
Kane
I've
filming with his friends
rebranded
before
for
he
lack of a
trips
better
and
word
no-clips into the back
since
rooms.
then.
After exploring around for a bit, finding weird architecture, items that are completely out of place, and markings left by previous people who no-clipped in, Kane encounters another bacteria monster. He runs away, chased by the creature before being cornered and presumably
Still
killed.
the same
As the
old
monster
Evan
takes
Blair,
him,
though.
his camera falls down
My
a
man.
hole, no-clipping back out of the back rooms and into the real world. And while that's the end of the main uploads of the series, there is one final one that I should
come
include
on.
in the timeline. The secret upload Home
Dang.
27647.mov, which likely takes place during the early 2000s. This is just a home video with some glitchy sections and strange imagery, which I'm going to touch on in a moment. How do I know that it takes place in the aughts? Thanks to this frame right here. See that TV over on the right? This sort of flat screen CRT television with the silver casing was popular back in the early to mid 2000s, meaning that at least part of the video was filmed around that time. So stepping back and looking at everything laid out here, the main story follows Async's experiments, its employees.
I'm
and
really
its impact on
hungry.
the world. That
You
much
made
is
me
obvious.
want to get
But the more
cereal.
important story here seems to be the one that's hidden under the surface. Remember the green light that's popped up
I'm
a
like
few times
so
over the series?
easily
It appears
influenced.
most prominently towards the end of the timeline in found footage number 2. But remember, it was also the first thing that we see in the series chronologically right now. In Overflow, a near identical looking green light fills whatever station we're in the early 70s. Considering that the building from Overflow shakes pretty darn violently, similar to what we see happening in ASIC's headquarters during First Contact, I believe that this was some sort of portal opening at least briefly into the back rooms. And not just any type of portal either, a time portal. And given how similar it looks to what we see surrounding the girl in Found Footage
Is that a time
I wouldn't
portal?
be surprised
Really?
if she or her camera were sent back in time to the early 70s. I know this sounds crazy, but we already are aware that time acts strangely in the back rooms. One of the major events of the series is Peter slipping forward in time by several months, so we know that things can be physically transported in time in this universe. We also know that things from the future can intrude in the past. In previous theories, we've discussed how one of the secret videos showed us a cough medicine commercial from the early 2000s interrupting a Simpsons episode that aired in the early 90s.
Oh, yeah.
We can
I
also
remember
hear a news
that.
broadcast from 2015
Come
during the
on!
Pitfalls video, a video that
Come
happened
on!
25 years before that broadcast ever aired.
Do you think that your current president, President Castro, will come visit the United States?
Taking that to its logical conclusion, something physically entering the back rooms and then exiting at some point in the past is entirely possible. Additionally, remember the name on that document from Overflow? Ivan Beck.
Okay, I'm
Zoom
good,
in
I'm
real
good.
close to make sure that we remember that one real good. Ivan Beck. Now, why does that name sound so familiar?
I'm trying to get hold of my supervisor, Ivan Beck.
Mr. Beck, may I ask where this subject came from?
Yep, Ivan Beck is a high-ranking async official. I think that this girl from Found Footage 2, or at the very least her camera, made it back to the 1970s and into the hands of Ivan Beck and an early async. That could be the whole inciting incident of the series, creating some sort of time loop paradox. Async gets a hold of this footage of the back rooms, which then makes them want to explore it. They open the
That's
gateway,
called
which
a
breaks
gem.
reality, and eventually this girl no-clips
It's
in,
a,
winding up back in time,
name for
starting
that.
the loop over. This might even explain the name of the video, Overflow. Time is literally
Damn it.
overflowing and running over the edge. What's more, during their exploration,
It's hard.
Async may have
This
just
game's
found
fucking
themselves
hard.
another time portal. The only other time that we see a greenish glow in the series is behind the door across the room in Pitfalls. And get a load of this. As Marvin is falling down the hole in that video, we see a camera glitch and text hidden within that reads, quote, "While data could be inferred from the readings, nobody knew what would actually be found on the other side." What if what they found was a portal to another time and place? That would certainly fit our description. Either way, whatever Async is doing, it is bad for the rest of us. One of the stranger moments of the series up until now has been this extended shot from the very beginning of Reunion, focusing on a coffee cup with the letters MLML and some coordinates on the front. Now at first I thought this might be some Roman numeral, but it's not actually a valid Roman numeral. You can't have MLM as a sequence in Roman numerals. So I opened up our trusty old Google Maps and typed in the coordinates, giving us the rough location
Not
of the
online.
real-world Moss Landing Marine
I
Laboratory.
did that too.
So
I did
unsolved
that
MLML mystery. And a bit more digging shows us that this logo
on
is actually
stream.
a
I
riff on a
remember
real
that.
one that Moss Landing has used in the past. But the ocean messaging doesn't end
Oh,
with
come
MLML.
on!
In fact, I
God
believe that we can
dang.
actually decode the biggest theme of the series based on a video just drowning in ocean metaphors. You may have noticed that I haven't mentioned one of the mainline videos of the Backrooms canon yet. I remember. Well, that's largely because we don't know where this one slots into the timeline. There's no date associated with it, so there's really no place to put it. In fact, I'm not really sure that the quote-unquote
Bullshit.
events that take place in this video are literal. The whole thing is just renderings of important places and people to the Async and Backrooms lore, angled and reflected like Inception or Doctor Strange, all as a voiceover narration reads a poetic passage. It's more of an artistic piece really, but it is considered part of the Backrooms canon. And here's the thing, the voiceover also has an ocean theme, just like that MLML reference. Just listen to what it says.
Overlooking the sea.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that video.
The house was taken by the sea, cast down to the seabed with all the other forgotten things.
Yeah, whenever you get
as we see images of the
ocean
but also
shit
really
coming
taking
in,
what this
it's-
video is saying. The speaker had a home that
I
sat
don't know.
beside the sea,
Shit
but
gets
it
weird.
collapsed into it and sank to the bottom, forgotten. This is clearly a metaphor. We're not talking about houses and oceans. We're talking about the world and the backrooms and Async's experiments making the world more and more unstable. Remember when I called out the last shot of Overflow?
Oh, I
After
need
the
to
green light
upload
flares up
that
and something from the
song
backrooms
as
is
well.
sent back in time to here, we see the
A
sky
bunch of shit I
reflected
need to
at
do.
the earliest possible point in our timeline without any other async experiments that we know of. But afterwards, we get more and more of that reflected imagery in I Remember as Async continues their experiments. This is even reflected in another line from I Remember.
It's awful.
Fleeting shells, sinking ever slowly, folding downwards into themselves.
It's tough.
Tearing along the seams of the sky until nothing remains except the
reflections, those are the seams along the sky. The tears in reality as everything starts to fall apart. This might have even happened before, in a previous reality or simulation of our world. In found footage number 2, we see parts of a home inside the back rooms as the girl explores the area, including this part here with a strange banister and railway in front of an empty room. Here's the thing. This is almost identical to a room that we see in the secret Home 27647 video. Notice the unique bars on the railing? The way there's an open air entrance in the room behind it and a door off the right wall? This is the same architecture, but one is in the back rooms and one is in our real world. Want more proof? The girl takes a prolonged look at this painting.
Is it? Or
wakes up and starts chasing
hold on.
And in the secret video, we again get a prolonged...
I thought this was in the back rooms. He's saying it's in the real world? I thought these people were like living in the back rooms.
Look at that very
Maybe
same
not.
painting
Maybe he's
in the
right.
home. And remember, based on the TV we see here, this video was likely taken in the 2000s, several years before Found Footage 2 takes place. So how could these details be in the back rooms now? Is it another time loop situation? Maybe. Or maybe it's because these are from previous iterations of our world, of the simulation that was destabilized and collapsed into the back rooms. In other words, the house that fell into the sea. There's a map shown in the Home 27647 video.
Finally, thank you.
System,
God dang.
Model
Okay.
of the universe that suggests that the Earth is the unmoving center of everything. And isn't it interesting that this very specific map that Kane chose to include in this video is very yellow? The last line, and I remember, is you have always been here. Everything revolves around the back rooms, whether it be in a time loop or a simulation or both. It's the center of everything in the world, and Async's meddling has doomed the world to collapse.
Will I be able to do it with my...
The house to fall back into the sea once again. You have always been here. In this series, in this world, the back rooms has always been a part of it. We're just a layer on top waiting to collapse down into it. And laying out the story Kane's trying to tell here doesn't feel like our world has that much time left. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. And cuts. And hey, remember when I mentioned the Dad channel earlier in this episode? If you want to check out us decoding the mysteries of the Dad Feels channel here on YouTube, that video is on the left. If you enjoy the backrooms, you'll probably enjoy that one too. Or you can just click the subscribe
I need to watch that. I've heard of that channel. I want to see what his take is.
Some lawsuit that's going on. So if you ever want to find this channel again, subscribe now, or you know, we'll just disappear into the backrooms with the billions of other videos. That's a big change that may happen at some point later this year. So go subscribe to a channel that you're going to enjoy most of the content from.
Wait, he didn't put that up. I actually want to watch that. The film theory Dad, I guess. It was only Dad 1 year ago. Here.
Case, computer,
okay.
calculator.
I've heard about this channel.
Paper, coffee cup, and eternal dedication to the corporation.
Oh boy, we are in that part of YouTube again. Hello Internet, welcome to Film Theory, blowing the toupee off your favorite creepy parts of YouTube. And today we're looking at the weird, lovable man/robot/astronaut
this is weird shit.
little towel loving dad.
Welcome to OVA. You may call me Dad. Primary tasks: propagate internet simulation, spread rhythmic addictions, share bodily flops. Am I doing a good job?
Dad's channel has been on YouTube for 2 years now, and in that amount of time, he's really done it all. He sings, he dances.
I haven't watched that for myself.
He somehow parties with Marshmallow and Jamie Foxx.
Maybe I should do that.
A drama show where he talks about all the cults that are out to get him.
Who are you working with? Are you in the dark party?
And he pledges his undying allegiance to the server that'll bring us eternal happiness. You know, all the typical YouTuber stuff. And that's kind of the point of the channel. Dad's primary objective is to become the #1 YouTuber. Sorry, to be the, quote, best YouTuber, pop singer, influencer in the universes. Even sending out a warning shot to PewDiePie. That's Felix the cat on a pie, in case you missed the reference. Now, you're probably asking yourself why I'm making a theory about a man who seems to be going through a midlife crisis.
All right.
Well, my fellow theorists,
this guy bodied me last time. We'll see
those
now.
khakis than you might think. The Dad Feels channel is one of the longest, most committed, and well-produced ARGs out there, complete with hidden codes, secret channels, and
Jump
live
into his
events
act.
full of lore reveals.
Instant
Heck, Dad
death.
even appears on other
Great.
channels. Got
Fantastic.
The Laws, Inside a Mind, Night Mind, Night Docs, just to name a few. Sometimes indoctrinating them, sometimes leaving creepy comments,
Great.
or just leaving behind spectrogram codes.
This shit is so fun.
That obnoxious series of sounds, by the way, actually translates to this, a Dadbot boot up sequence. Dad even recently called me out, but then immediately deleted the video. You cowards. You and Cheryl and your server summoned me out of my slumber, tempting me with frame-by-frame lore secrets, only to immediately
I guess I
dial it
can't,
all back.
like,
Well, there was
jump
no
into
need.
his
I've been watching
acts.
you for a while now, Dad.
Oh my gosh.
I know your
Okay.
game. Today I plan to expose the world, or at least our little corner of YouTube, to the elaborate game that you've crafted. There is a lot to it. I mean, look no further than the multi-hour
Shut.
videos other channels have uploaded trying to talk about all the facets of this mystery. But today I'm not going to cover it all.
Oh, I
Just
killed
the
him.
main
Fuck
parts to
yeah.
get you all
Okay.
acquainted with the Dad's story, as well as
Cool.
some of the key clues that have been dropped along
down.
the way. So what is the Dad Feels mystery? What's hiding behind that beautiful receded hairline? Consider this video your starter's guide to one of the most interesting channels on
Got
YouTube across
Nino
all the
Magnus
universes. The story
tractor
begins
shot.
with the man behind
Alright.
the character, Nathan Barnett. Starting his own channel way back in 2006, he's been on the platform for a long time. Nathan is an actor and comedian known for his physical comedy, his dancing, and his dedication to staying in character. And when I say that he's dedicated to staying in character, I mean he is dedicated.
Wait, he had a
He's been
virtual
thrown out of
boy on his
Comic-Con for climbing
face?
the building in character. He's been thrown out of
That's
Comic-Con
funny.
for crashing a Peter Jackson and James Cameron panel in character. There was even a time when he shattered his foot jumping off a 14-foot
What
ledge
the
and
fuck?
continued the show in character for another 45 minutes before rushing off to the hospital.
No
True story,
way.
I was there for that last one.
What?
Both Nathan's character, a retro gaming nerd named Keith Apicary, and Game Theory were early featured shows on a website called screwattack.com way before YouTube series were a thing. And so we were both featured guests at their convention.
go.
While Nathan was busy breaking his feet jumping off of buildings, I was actually 2 doors over hanging out with
I
fans
had
of the
one.
show.
But hey, that's just
Shit, I probably still have it somewhere.
Thanks for recording this and uploading it to YouTube.
I was sitting on that table talking to everyone for like 6 hours that day. We even arm wrestled.
That was a good game. Wario's.
Man, that was only 6 years ago. But when I got
Wario
done hanging out
Land
with everyone,
on
I
there?
remember
It's
in
really
the guest
good.
green room hearing about the foot shattering incident.
It's the only
And
good game that
actually
was
the
on
last
there.
time our paths almost crossed until today. You see, one of Nathan's most recent characters is a man known as Dad in the series called Dad Feels. It started as the character Dad feeling
Excuse me.
different emotions and performing dances associated with each
Mario
feeling.
game.
Pretty simple, or at least it was until Nathan uploaded
It may
a video
have been
on
the
his channel
Wario
on
game. There
January
was
1st,
Mario
2019,
Clash as
titled
well.
Goodbye
That one was.
I unfortunately
decent.
am going to just kind of end my YouTube and wrap it up.
At first, it seems like Nathan is quitting his beloved dream job, but if you watch all the way through to the end, we actually see a familiar face, Dad. Following
that's
the link
kinda
at the
cool.
end leads to a video with no title and Nathan crouching down on camera, whispering.
Wahaha, it's Dr. Veal. You don't have a chance of stopping Ragnarok, laying down a blanket of destruction.
We've survived Unisonus and FNAF. This ain't our first time at the rodeo,
Okay.
friends. Nathan is talking backwards.
He's coming. They released him. Don't let them find me.
This is weird. This is weird shit.
Please.
Someone is coming after Nathan, huh? Is it Dad or is it someone else? Notice that Nathan specifically says they released him. Looking down into the comment section, I know it's dangerous, but don't worry, I'll hold your hand. We find a pinned comment left by Dad on the video, sending us to a whole
What?
catalog of uploads,
This
which
is,
in their entirety tell us the story
from
of Dad
Mega Man
in 3
X
separate acts.
Six,
Act 1 sets up
I
our
wanna
main
say?
characters. There's Dad, who works
Maybe.
at company, eats food,
Similarly.
analyzes the great deals made available at True Value Hardware, and longs to get a kiss from his loving wife named Wife. We later learn that her name is Cheryl. Along with their daughter named Daughter, the 3 live together as a happy family in Town, USA. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that this is meant to be a robotic simulation of your typical everyday family. If I had to describe the atmosphere of these early videos, it's a pretty similar setup to the other weirdly robotic internet personality
Ooh.
Poppy, even down to her robotic voice. Except here, everyone
Interesting.
speaks telepathically for reasons.
Daughter, you know the rule. You're not allowed to have boys come over until you reach a certain...
Yes, Griffin can Dan come over.
Just like Poppy in the early phases was kind of an AI designed to be a singer influencer by the Illuminati, Dad is a robot living in some computerized family situation, but not quite. You see, Dad's story goes way deeper. Across Act 1, we learned that
This
is
guy
not
had to
your
have been
typical
planning
happy
this shit
robotic
out for so
telepathic
long.
family. Through some not-so-subtle wood imagery, we learned that wife is in love with the neighbor Malvin. Wait, is that a typo? Malvin with an A? Nope, it is definitely Malvin.
Ew, what a dumb name.
Dad, meanwhile, appears to be getting feelings for wife's friend Diane. So much so that he even made a song about her.
Her perfume lingers on Dad's fingers when exchanging greetings. Is his sniffing cheating?
Well, Dad, I don't think so, but I do think making an entire song and music video about it may raise some suspicions with
Is
wife.
she-
Oh, and he also has a daughter with Diane.
Is
so
that
them
the
sniffing
girl
each
from
other because scent is the
AT&T?
most powerful human emotion. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on here, but that is a whole other
Is that
rabbit
the-
hole that we're not going to go
is
down
that the
right
girl
now.
from
So
the
then,
AT&T
that it? The whole
commercials?
Dad story is just a simulation of a family living inside a computer with some family
Maybe.
drama? No. If that was it, I probably wouldn't be covering
Interesting.
it. You see, all that setup is small potatoes for the bigger story that's happening here. Throughout these videos, we occasionally see a mysterious man in black clothes with a YouTube logo on his chest. He never really does anything, he just kind of stands there, watching, like Dad is some kind of prisoner or pet. Making things even stranger
Yeah,
are
let's,
flashes of memories that randomly appear when Dadbot suffers from temporary glitches.
Oh, I believe it.
Ignore, let Dad rephrase that.
And it's worth pointing out that this is all happening in the middle of a 4-hour solo
Hold on, how
dance
long is
party at the
this?
beach.
Here.
That
I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna stop and go get something to eat, but I may come back later. I may not. I wanted to get through that damn level. But regardless, I'll be on tomorrow. I think I'm gonna record those videos right now. I don't know. I'll have to see what I come up with. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go get something. You made me hungry. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'll be back later tomorrow or something. Thanks for hanging out, man.